my second video today, and I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about my pregnancy journey, how I found out I was pregnant, and pregnancy in general. Well, obviously I won't talk about everything pregnancy because then I'd probably talk for hours on end. So yeah. Oh, I need to apologize. They busy with construction outside, so it was like noises and sounds and whatever. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna be drinking juice today. Liquid fruit, sun reflection, whatever. You can't see it, but I'm drinking that. So you might also want to get yourself something and, like, chill, drink, and be comfortable. And yeah, let's get to it. So how did I find out I was pregnant? The year is 2019, month October. I decided, okay, a friend of mine was like, let's go to Bloemfontein, let's go to Makufe. And I was like, why the hell not? Right? I think oh yes, this is me telling the story now. I'm just gonna get into it. And yeah, I'm gonna talk. So anyway, as I was saying, the year is 2019, month October. And a friend of mine literally also, I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm like that person that you call and you're like, listen, I'm on my way to Cape Town, do you want to come with me? I'm like, sure, why the hell not? If I genuinely really can, I will go. I will not ask questions. I'm not going to question. I'm going to tell you about short notice, wrong timing, whatever. Listen, I'm always game. I don't know. Yeah, I'm always game. Like, I really am a liker of things like that. Oh, and to put it out there again, I know my hair looks, yeah, but then I decided, I almost thought of having a wig on, but I realized that is not me. I do not like wigs. I don't wear wigs. Yes, I own them. I don't know why I own them. Actually, not them, because I got rid of most of them. I only have one left. I own it, but I don't like wigs, so I'm not going to come here and try and lie to you guys. I'm not that person. I do not like wigs. I don't wear makeup either. I want to wear makeup. I don't know how to do it, and I don't think I have the patience to learn yet. So for now, this is me. This is all you're getting. This is me, and this is my hair after a week. Realities of having natural hair, like 100% natural hair. But anyway, as this is not what this is about, so let's get into it. So yes, the month is October 2019, and the friend says, we're going to Makufe. I'm like, oh, okay, because I like things most. So Siyahamba, and I'm a person that loves and enjoys, like, I love your amarula, ne? I love amarula, and that's like when I think of drinking, it's amarula, if not flip of the coke. Anyway, so we go to Makufe, right? We go to Bloemfontein for Makufe. We didn't plan ahead. There was literally a last minute thing. We don't have tickets. We said that we're gonna buy the tickets when we get to Bloemfontein. On the day when we're supposed to buy our tickets, they are sold out. So we're gonna do other things that people do. I think we went to places like Naval Hill. Naval Hill. I think went to Naval Hill for pictures, obviously, because there really isn't anything else much to do there from what I saw. We went to go take pictures, we saw the view, and then we went to go hang around Bloem. We went to some place called Koteri and whatever, and that was basically our weekend because we didn't have tickets to any of the events, and Ahmad clubs were just so packed. Like, it was packed. Like, literally, when you walk into a club and you did not reserve it, you didn't book, you were going to stand. Not about that life. Anyway, point of the story is I couldn't drink, and I don't understand why. Like, for me, it didn't make sense. It did not make sense at all, but I couldn't drink. Like, my friends are drinking. I'm like, no, but guys, this is not me. Like, what's going on? But I was just like, okay, no, maybe I'm just having a bad day, because I do have days where I just can't stomach alcohol. I don't vomit or anything, but it does not go down well with me. So I was like, okay, I guess it's one of those days. I let it go. Bloemfontein happens, we go back home. Home is Pretoria. We go back to Pretoria, and then it was also, October was around the time when the Springboks were in Japan during the Springboks World Cup. I used to play rugby. I used to play rugby until I fell pregnant. So we would have days where we'd go and watch the game. Like, when they were playing, we'd gather up with my teammates, girls and guys, and we'd just watch and it would just be a blast. So this one particular Sunday, the Springboks were playing. I don't remember the date, but it was in October on a Sunday. The Springboks were playing. So we're like, okay, no, it's fine. We're gonna watch the game at the TV room with my teammates, my friends and stuff. Sharp hair, so we do that. And then I had missed my period. I don't even know how long ago it was. How long ago my period was not coming for. Oh my goodness, English. Yeah, I had missed my period for a few days. I don't know how many days, let me just say that. So, when something at the back of the head is like, but what's going on? But I'm also just like, this is not the first time. I mean, there were months where I'd missed my periods for like, probably even like maybe 2 weeks, and nothing was happening. I'm like, it's fine, So I was like, let me go and actually buy a pregnancy test at Clicks quickly before the game starts. Let me go to Clicks, go buy a pregnancy test so that I can just get my negative, and life will just go on. When my period starts going to come, it will come. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, like, no one wants to be on their periods. But let me speak for myself. I don't like being on my periods. So I'm like, it's fine. I quickly go to town. I buy a test, like from Clicks. The Clicks one there. I buy a test. I'm like, I'll take this in the morning tomorrow because I'm not in a rush. And you know how they say the best time or the accurate time to take the test is in the morning because you're morning pee and don't do whatever, all the shenanigans that they say. So I was like, okay, no, it's fine. I'm not in a rush. I'll do this tomorrow morning. I go and I watch the game. The game starts. We're watching the game. But during halftime, I'm like, something tells me, no, man, just get over and done with, I'm like, I'll go back to my room. I take the test. I'm like, let me just quickly take this during halftime so I can just get my negative so I can be at ease, I go to the bathroom. I take the test. And the line is literally Ngati, it was waiting for me to just take it. There were 2 lines and I was like, what? Nah, pregnant. There's no way. And like, okay, the line was not bold, but it was not faint either. It was there, you could see it, but it wasn't like as bold as the control line, like the other one, the whatever. So I'm like, okay, no, maybe there's a mistake. It's not bold, so maybe something is wrong. I'll take the test tomorrow morning. I try to let it go. It doesn't want to be let go of. Your Jesus English doesn't want me to let it go. So I'm here thinking, what's going on, guys? Am I really pregnant? And it doesn't register in my head. I'm like, let me go back and watch the game. I go back, I try to watch the game. I'm not there anymore. So I call a friend and I tell her that I have a test here and it says positive. She video calls me. She's like, let me see. I show her. I'm like, this is not positive, man. Like, it can't be. She's like, oh my word, you're pregnant. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. So I'm like, what do I do now? I decide to call my baby daddy. I call him. I'm like, so I need to talk to you. And it's not something I can talk to you about over the phone. So can you please come? Lapo, he stays in Kyalami, which is, Joburg, Metro, whatever. So Kyalami. And then he's like, is it life-changing? I'm like, yeah, it's life-changing. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask you to come here. And then he says that, he has visitors. He has his friends over. He can't just leave them, so he'll see me tomorrow. I got so mad. I got so mad, but I was like, it's fine. So, I'm not a person that can actually keep, I'm not a person that can be like, I'm going to surprise you with I don't know what, but I can't keep quiet. I'm not that person. It's not me. So I'm like, you know what? I take a picture. I send it to my WhatsApp. I'm like, so I got this, and this is the result that I got. So can you please buy me a clear blue test? Because I don't trust this. I feel like something is wrong with this. And then he's like, okay, but I'm not coming today. I'm like, ha! Even after I've told you what's going on and this is possible, could possibly having a child, when you're still telling me you're friends. I didn't say that obviously, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, okay, whatever. I get mad at him, I get over it, I go and buy another test. Like a garage. Go buy another test, I take it, this one comes out bold. Like both lines are bold. I'm like, hi guys, like nyani, I'm pregnant. Like this is happening. Now I start panicking. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna say to my mom? What am I gonna do? So I remember I've always wanted to leave the country. If not going to teach English in South Korea or China, well, China was not an option, South Korea. I was going to be an au pair in America, because obviously language and stuff. And I was busy with my application. So I had finally gotten approved. And yeah, I just needed to have the money and I was gone. And now I'm thinking, it's not happening. How am I going to go and be an au pair if I'm having a child, you know? So like now I'm thinking, I'm also stressed about that. I'm stressed about my mom and the fact that I'm having a child. Like, this is not something you can take back. This is a child. There's no 14 days money back guarantee, nothing. This is a baby, like a whole fully fledged human being. Okay, at the time it was not fully fledged because I found it like 4 weeks. Anyway, I probably cried the whole night. That day I cried the whole day. The rest of the day, the whole night I was crying. I'm like, oh my word, I'm having a child. Oh no, why? You know, God, well, whatever, all that. So the following day comes, my baby daddy comes with the clear blue test. I take it. It says pregnant, and then it says 3+. I'm like, hey guys, this one is not gonna lie to me. So nyani, I'm having a baby. Like, I'm having a baby. We have the conversation, and yeah, we are having a child. So I don't know. We probably had an argument or two on that day because I don't think we're talking on speaking terms. The following morning, I was like, I'm going to go to a clinic. I still couldn't believe it. Like, I'm going to a clinic. I'm not going to go and waste money and go to a doctor. I'm going to a clinic. I spent time the rest of the Monday googling like clinics around me and everything, and I found one. I went there, like I literally woke up at 6, guys. I went there and I was like just chilling with pregnant people. I'm like, oh my word, is this going to be my life? Got there, I took urine test and all these things. Really, I'm pregnant because I started doing my blood test and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, like sis is pregnant. Right there and there, I'm like, I need to tell my mom. Like, like I said, I can't keep things, and I'd rather get this over and done with. Let me tell her she's gonna get mad. She gets mad and she decides to disown me. Let it happen all now, so I can just all deal with it just all at once. I send her a text. I don't have the guts to call her. I send her a text. I'm like, probably some longest paragraph about the disappointment and what, everything. Moral of the story is I'm pregnant. Mom blue ticks me. Uma gal blue ticks me, and then the following day she goes and she buys a car. And I was like happy for her, but I was like, oh okay, so it's happening, because it was supposed to be, oh, like, you know, I was supposed to be there when she was to buy the car. So I'm like, okay, I guess the privilege is gone, because I decided that I'm going to be pregnant, I'm going to be a mother. That happens. She goes and she buys a car. So there was like an icebreaker. I was like, oh, congratulations. She was like, thank you. Had the conversation. I don't remember what she said to me, but more of the story is the conversation happened and it was fine. And she was accepting of the situation. She asked how I'm feeling and stuff, and I told her everything. Like, I told her how I was feeling. I told her how the conversation with baby daddy went and whatnot, you know. And then I think for then that was it. And I think after getting the confirmation from the clinic, I started getting sick. I was convinced, Uguti, there's something about, like, you know, something about the functioning of your brains and everything, because there's no way that I was not sick all this time until such a point in time where I know what's going on. I started getting morning sickness. I remember this one time, I wanted to go and buy food. I wanted to go buy food or something. I couldn't cook. Like, the smell of food was a lot for me. So I was like, I'm gonna go buy food. And then I drank water. Immediately I went out the building. I vomited all that water out in front of people. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, but it happened. I was just like, oh, okay. And the thing about it is that no one knows you're pregnant. No one knows what's going on. So it's just like, oh my word, okay, you know? So that happened. I got over it. I was sick until 12 months. I thought I was not gonna do 12 weeks, until 12 weeks. And I made it to 12 weeks. I thought I was never gonna make it there. And like my daily prayer was, can I please just have this until I'm 12 weeks? Can I not have it for the rest of my pregnancy? And Nyani, after 12 weeks, it just stopped. Like, you know, like God does a switch. Like God was like, okay, that's it for you. And my morning sickness just stopped. And then from there on, for me, it was a breeze. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My pregnancy, I started enjoying my pregnancy. Apart from the fact that being pregnant is a lot. And it was also during lockdown for me. So the plan was to have this baby in America. Don't ask. The dad was like, he wants his baby to have a green card for whatever reason. I think he also wants to move to America. It's just that it's not as possible for him. But he wants to move there. Like, he doesn't consider himself South African. He's here because situation. So anyway, he was like, he wants his baby to have a green book, so we're going to give birth in America. I went to go get my visa done. Everything was ready. So when the president announced that we're going to go on lockdown, we decided that I'm going to, because I was at home at the time, we decided that I'm going to move to Pretoria, so that it's going to be easy for us to like travel, because like at the time like people could still travel out the country and in the country. I'm not sure, but yeah, so like interprovincial travel was banned, so he was not going to be able to come get me all the way in Mpumalanga, and then we go. So yeah, I decided to move here. When I left home, I was so emotional because this is the last time I leave home as me without a baby, and the next time I come back, if I come back, I'm going to be a mom. So it was like a bit emotional and everything, but we got over that, and lockdown came. It was lockdown, I was pregnant. I was not sick, guys. Like, I didn't have any sickness. Like, you know, on any other day, if I did not have a big tummy, I would literally forget that I'm pregnant, because I never had morning sickness. Like, after 12 weeks, it literally stopped. I never had heartburn. I was tired a lot, and I had a lot of cravings. Like, and you can imagine it's lockdown. There's a limitation to the things that you could get. Putting lockdown level 5 was the worst, because there was no takeaways at all. Like, it was just bad. Like, it was bad, and I think I was very moody. My pregnancy made me very moody, and I feel like I need to do something really big for this guy, because I literally used to put him through a lot. Anyway, that went on. I used to cook a lot. Obviously, there was nothing else to do. I used to cook a lot, but that's when I decided that I'm going to be a chef in my next life, because I actually cook really good food, right? So time went on. I'd go to hospital visits alone, and yeah, because he was not allowed to come with me until I was 34 weeks. When I was 34 weeks, I went to the doctor, and he was telling me that, oh, baby's fine. He couldn't tell me the gender because he decided to keep it a surprise. And he was telling me that baby's fine, everything is great, like there's no complications whatsoever. I must do my hospital pre-authorization. So I got medical aid in January 2020, sorry. And I fell pregnant in October 2019. So when I was doing my hospital pre-authorization, they told me that nope, we're not going to pay for anything childbirth related, because when you open this medical aid, you're already pregnant. So we're putting you on a waiting list. This is at 34 weeks. We've already made plans. I'm going to give birth. Go Louis Pasture. My doctor that I was going to be my whatever, right? And now it's like, what now? Because it's not happening. Now there's anxiety starts coming in with, oh my goodness, it's COVID, people are dying, I don't want to be in hospital with 7 million other people with different kinds of sicknesses and stuff. Like, everyone is just going through a lot because no one knows what's happening. We're on lockdown and people are just dying like nobody's business. And here I am now, I can't even have the comfort of saying that I'm going to give birth at a private facility where at least you feel safe and again, stress starts. So we couldn't go to America because international travel was also banned. So we couldn't leave the country. We couldn't go to America. And even then, I think America was not allowing South African citizens to go into America. It was only, repatriates at the time that could literally come into South Africa. So that idea we had to let go of because it's not happening. So now I'm stressed. Now it's a matter of what's going to happen because we don't have medical aid and childbirth is expensive. Started calling hospitals, and remember, we can't just go out and in hospitals as we please because we're still on lockdown. Call hospitals. People are busy telling me about the minimum that I had was like 30,000 rand. I'm like, oh my goodness, where are we gonna get that? Until I was on YouTube actually. I was on YouTube and Lebu Meshamakulu. She was talking about her birth, birth update or something like that. I don't know. So she was talking about how she gave birth at Genesis and not at Genesis. She gave birth at Parkland. And it was cheaper and whatever. So she put down on the comment section, someone asked for her, because she was recommending her midwife. She put her number there, and I actually called the lady and I told her my situation. She was like, no, I must come through to Genesis and stuff. I went to Genesis. I loved her. She was the sweetest person ever. And we came to an agreement, and Genesis worked out cheaper than anything we actually ever heard. And we're like, yep, we're gonna keep with the Genesis. So that was out of the way. Now the only thing that was left was during third trimester. For me it was a lot. Like second trimester I was on holiday. Like I was literally on pregnancy holiday because I was never sick. I had nothing to stress about. There was literally nothing apart from the fact that girl, you're having a child, your life is about to change. Other than that, I was like, I'd already accepted my situation. I'm pregnant. There's nothing I can do now. I felt like I can be like, okay, God, I'll take this as a warning and I won't ever have sex again or whatever. I'm having a child, so I may as well just make the best of it. So that's what I did during my second trimester until third trimester, where now other stresses come in. Now I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, I'm having a child. And I started reading a lot about people's experiences, childbirth options, and all these things. And I started getting a lot of anxiety. Like currently, I suffer from anxiety, and it came about when I was pregnant, because I started stressing about the fact that I'm having a child. Number one, number two, this person is inside me, and when they come in, it's gonna be a surprise. I don't know if the child is gonna come out healthy. I don't know if the child is going to come out with all 10 limbs, 20, whatever. I don't know if you count your toes as limbs, fingers and toes, whatever, 20 toes and whatever, all those things. Like, you don't know if... My biggest fear was having a baby with Down syndrome. I'm like, guys, God, you can test my faith with anything, but please don't test it with my child. I am not mature enough. I am not built. I'm not strong enough to have a baby with a disability. Can you please don't do that to me? So like I started stressing every day. On some days like, there's nothing I can do. And whenever I tell this guy that these are the things that I stress about, he was like, no, relax, baby's gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine. I mean, like, so according to him, I was never sick. There was never a point in time where I had to wake up in the morning or at night and be like, yo, rush to hospital because I'm bleeding, or baby's not kicking, or I'm not. There was never any of that. Like, there was literally never any of that. The only pandemic in this pregnancy was me, because I was moody. If I wasn't moody, I was demanding a lot of things. Like, I remember this one time we were actually going to Genesis. We were going to Genesis, and there's some guy along the way. and we woke up at 6 because I think our appointment was, I don't know what time our appointment was, but we woke up at 6. And I told him, I want them. He's like, but we're not going past there. And he knows every time I pass there, he's there. I'm like, but I want them now. What if we pass there and they're not there? Are you going to make them? And then he was like, they're going to be there. So I got mad. And I went to go bath. While I was bathing, I heard him wake up and he went to go and buy them. And at the time I was like, oh, you know. And when we went past there, because like literally it's on our way to where we're going, so I made him go there, come back, bath, and then we went past there again. When we passed there, the guy still had so many, and I just was like, but I wanted them then, you know. So like those are the things that I used to put him through. Like I used to make him go, yeah, shame, whatever. And like I owe him a very big present. I don't know what I owe him, but I owe him a lot. Maybe a holiday. But anyway, so those are my stresses. We will see what is this baby going to look like? Like, is the baby going to be healthy? Is the baby going to be normal? Are there going to be no abnormalities and stuff? And also, my other biggest fear is stillbirth. I'm like, what if while I'm sleeping something happens and they tell me that my baby is not breathing, they can't hear the heartbeat, and I must still push this baby out or have a cesarean section of a baby that is normal and have to live with that ubuti. I'm giving birth, but I don't know if this baby is going to make it. And you know, like those are things that started stressing me. Like I wasn't even stressed about the pain or anything of that sort. It was just the fact that I want my baby to be healthy, you know. And yeah, that's basically it. I couldn't help it. At some point I gave up trying to stress about those things. I remember because I started going crazy. Like I would literally Google Ubuti, when a baby has Down syndrome, where do they kick? Do they kick at the top or at the bottom? What happens and everything? And I think my baby, when I was pregnant, he was very lazy. Like he would literally sometimes maybe kick once every 3 hours or whatever. And I'm not used to that because I had a friend who was 4 months ahead of me, and she would say that, oh my goodness, I can't even sleep because my baby is just kicking and whatever. And I mean, I would sleep so peacefully, guys. As I would sleep. And I never had incidences where I'm like, I have to wake up 7 times at night because I have to go and pee. I was literally normal. So I was like, sometimes I even felt like maybe this whole baby thing is in my head. There actually is no baby. I'm just making it all up in my head because what the hell, you know? What the hell, you know? But I had to literally gather my mental strength, and I was like, I'm having this baby. God is blessing me with this baby. Everything is going to be fine. And yeah, the last few weeks were a drag. I used to call my midwife every day, asking her to induce me because I can't do this. Like I can't do this. Like I don't have any more patience left in me. Can you please just induce me? I want this baby out because I'm tired, and the anxiety every day. Like, you know, it takes so much for me to get myself out of having such negative thoughts and having such thoughts where I'm like, am I even going to have a baby? So every day it's just like a struggle because when I wake up, I have to literally consciously remind myself that no, my baby is fine, everything is gonna be fine, baby's gonna look okay, it's gonna come out looking okay, I must just be okay. So I was like, listen, woman, I want this baby out. And she was like, no, Lumi, wait, baby's going to come when baby's ready. Lapo, it's the 26th of June, and that was my due date. And every other day I'm just like, what's happening, woman? Like, I can't do this anymore. So basically, yeah, that was my pregnancy journey. That's how I found out I was pregnant. There really isn't much to my journey because I had no complications. I was on holiday. Like, pregnancy for me was a breeze. I'm not gonna do it again because it's a lot. Like, as much as for me it was a breeze, it dragged. Like, 9 months is a long time, and I found out at 4 weeks. So I felt every week of pregnancy. Every week, I'm not gonna say month because a lot happens in a day. So that's basically it. That's my pregnancy journey. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you're a mama, please let me know how your journey is going or how it was for you, because the reason actually why I started this channel was because I realized that I love being a mom. I love everything pregnancy. I love everything children. I love everything motherhood. And I want to connect with a lot more mothers, because I feel like more mothers like me, let me say that, because I literally take this journey of mine serious. And yeah, so like I literally, it's the best thing for me when like I have someone telling me that, oh my word, I'm pregnant and I'm this and that. And yeah, like if you tell me that, automatically you and I are friends and we're the best of friends and our babies, whatever. So that's, yeah, don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe. Even baby daddies, like I have like a few baby daddies. One of them asked to feature on my channel, but I have like a few baby daddies who always tell me that, oh my word, this is how I feel about being a dad and whatever. And it's, for me, it's beautiful. Like I feel like babies are a blessing, one that is not underrated, and you shouldn't underrate in any way, because they change your life. Yes, babies are expensive, yes, babies are this, but they change your life, and like they give you purpose, they give your life meaning. And yeah, that's my stance. That's where I stand. For the last time, I talk a lot and I feel like I'm rambling. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your morning, depending on what time you're gonna watch this. For me, it's currently midday, so I'm gonna go on about the rest of my day. Thank you so much for liking, guys. Oh, sorry, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and press that notification bell, so that when I post a video like this one, the next one I'm gonna do is my birth story. I'm gonna tell you guys how I almost died and how I'm a survivor. Like, I'm a survivor. Bye.